Hey guys, good morning to y'all. We just did a countdown to start this, and my response to the idea of countdown is that God says He's ready, so I have to be ready. I've recently been given some gifts where God showed Himself to me in ways that I wouldn't have expected, that didn't seem like they were the Course of Miracles, or even, I don't know whether you're even Course of Miracles familiar, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But what I wanted to tell you about was my experience of the Vikings versus New Orleans football game. I saw it taught indisputably that we are mind, in mind, and purely mind. Brett Favre, the Iron Man, playing quarterback for the Vikings, actually a turncoat Wisconsinite who left Green Bay to go to the Vikings, and caused his own kind of furor with supposedly indecision. Nevertheless, Brett is an Iron Man, and he is recognized everywhere. He's the icon of Iron-Mandedness, and he never, ever leaves the game because of injury. And during this game, he left. He was hit, and he was hit, and he was hit, and he was hit. And finally, he was hit hard enough that he was left the field limping. People said he won't be back. The people that we were gathered together with watching the game said he won't be back. And I said he'll be back. He'll be back. So very shortly thereafter, you saw him on the sidelines with his ankle being wrapped very tightly. And in 2 or 3 plays later, he was back. The first 2 or 3 plays, he limped. He was present to his quote, injury. Then the next thing you saw was him starting to forget his injury. And the first thing you saw after that was Brett was being Brett. He was standing normally, he was walking normally, he had forgotten the so-called injury, and he was totally present to the game. And from there on, it was Brett being Brett as he always is. And that really is the message today. Now is the only time there is. Among the gifts that I have been given is, of course, the Course of Miracles and the workbook of the Course of Miracles and the lessons of the workbook in the Course of Miracles. Among them is Lesson 308, which tells me this instant is the only time there is, and it tells me that there is no past, there is only now. It says the birth of Christ is now, without a past or without a future, giving His present blessing to the world, restoring it to love. For love is ever present, here and now. Another gift that I have been given, I don't have much time for, but for you who are not familiar with the Urtext, at the back of the Urtext, or who there is which is the pre-edited edition of A Course in Miracles, there is the special message that Jesus addressed to those who were publishing the Course, and it is full. It's the whole Course in one page. If any of you have the Urtext, I reference you to look at that message. If you're not present to the Urtext, please send us your address and a request, and we will send you free, totally free. It's just one simple page that takes about 10 minutes to read. We will send you totally free that one single page, and I guarantee you that if you will read it 3 or 4 or 5 times a week for a month, you will never, ever, ever be the same person, because now is the only time there is. Thank you very much.